Welcome to CNS Lifestyle. All right, guys. We are in Winter Garden Village, okay? Oh, I'm recording? Wow.
Because you're in a much better mood than you were, like, when you got home, because you were kind of a beast. And then my favorite is when you're a beast and you're like, you always think I'm mad, as you're, like, yelling at me and just being miserable. And then you eat, and it's like you're a whole different person. So I'm just going to shove food in your face.
You're trying my life right now?
I'm just being realistic. And you biatch.
Yeah, I was happy.
Far from it. And then you get mad at me. Like, you're so cranky. Then you get mad at me and you're like, you always think I'm mad. Like, bitch, I'm not crazy. Like, you treat me like I'm crazy, but you being a bitch.
No, I wasn't. I was literally fine. I was de-stressing.
That's what you do on the way home. Or you tell me at home, give me a couple minutes, I'm de-stressing. You don't, like, give me an attitude. Walk in, what are you doing?
No, I said, how are you? Is that not what people say when they walk in?
Not when they're miserable. Most people say, I'm going to de-stress, and they walk into the room. They walk into a different room. Not walk into my room that I'm sitting in, minding my damn business.
Look at all this trash on the
With
ground.
this little attitude.
I thought we were going to crooked can.
Or cricket can. Cricket can. Bet you that place is bomb. You're such a brat.
I had to see who can do it the fastest.
Ah, you just scratched me.
You guys, we're here. We're
You
here.
didn't even tell them why we're here.
Why are we here? Tell them.
Celtic festival, apparently.
Ooh, a Celtic festival.
That's
You
what
have
somebody said.
Okay, you guys. This is the festival of Celtic.
And golf carts taking up a whole spot. That's awesome.
You know Billy Payne. Yes. Yes.
Say hi.
Thank you.
Corn sour.
Perfect. That's my favorite. And what's yours?
Florida sunshine.
Yes, that's your favorite, right?
Yep.
Cheers. Oh, he said I want to play.
I didn't realize that my light was on.
I was like, I just saw
Sorry,
like
Andrea. Hey guys, it's me. Some updates about me. Sylkia is at work. So, in March of last year, I was furloughed by Disney, which I think I told you about in the past. On December 30th of last year, Disney officially laid me off. So, I did have a seasonal gig from October to January, which was great. It kept me busy. I have had a few interviews, one prospect who I'm just waiting to hear back on a background check and stuff, so hopefully that goes through. But there's been some big changes medically for me. When Disney laid me off, I lost my insurance, which is pretty much any grown person's nightmare, I think, because insurance is so much more important than you actually realize until you don't have it, and then you're like, holy shit, I don't have insurance. So not having insurance definitely stressed me out a lot. I was able to get 45 days worth of my psych meds, and I was on Latuda and Trintellix, which is 2 brand new meds, so 2 super expensive meds because there's no generics of them. So my insurance for Disney covered them, and then I had a coupon from like the companies, which is stupid because if the company's going to put out a coupon, the price shouldn't be that damn much, but whatever. Insurance and meds, they're all consumer based, and they're all a company, and they just want money. So that's my opinion. I have to live off meds, so I feel like I can say that because it's true. Anyway, so I was on 2 of the most expensive meds out there, and I didn't have insurance, so I was able to get 45 days worth before my insurance ran out. I got 90 days worth of my other medication. So like I have a blood pressure medication because I'm fat and I have to lose weight. So I got like my blood pressure, like 90 days worth of that. I got 90 days worth of like my my Zyrtec or whatever. Like all the small meds that I'm on, I got like 90 days worth, which was fine. That was great. And the primary doctor that I was seeing also gave me a refill just in case Disney calls me back. So I have no lapse in medications in case I go back to Disney and I get healthcare again. But until then, I have no insurance. So recently, Sylkia and I decided to go through the state, or the marketplace, I guess is what it's called. And we called Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida and purchased our own insurance, which is great. Like I was paying $700 a month through Disney, which was insanely a lot of money. Like now that I'm thinking about it, like it was crazy amounts of money, but it was amazing insurance, so I didn't even mind. Now we're paying $130 for like very bare basic insurance. Like it's like $75 for a visit to my psychiatrist and like a $50 visit to a primary. Super basic, but the rep said that it would cover my medication, which is why I was like, okay, great. Super cheap, like I'll take it. So I tried to get my medication refilled, and they processed it, and before they even filled it, they called me and told me it was going to be $1,200 to fill it for 1 month. And I said, okay, well, she gave me a 3-month script. Like, how much is that going to be? And it was $1,500. And I was like, holy shit, like I don't have that type of money. And that was for one med. That was for just Latuda. Like Trintellix was like $1,000. And I was like, well, I don't have that. What about the coupon? And they said you can only use the coupon for like $800. So the coupon only covers like $800, and the med, it was like this whole thing of like the coupon only, it's supposed to only work with insurance, but then it only works with insurance if insurance covers like most of the med itself. Again, stupid company, all about money. So there's no generics for these meds. So I have to switch my meds. So I called the doc. They got me in to get an appointment right away because I only had 4 days left of my medication because my insurance didn't start till March 1st and my meds were running out March 5th. So I had those 5 days. Like there was literally nothing I could do because we signed up for health insurance in February, like the beginning of February, but it wouldn't start till March 1st. Like it goes a month out, which is again stupid. But so March 1st comes, I only have 5 days worth of meds. The fastest I can get in is on the 3rd to see the doctor. So I called the doctor. She put me on new psych meds. Out of the 3, I was able to keep 1, which is good. At least I'm not totally starting over. But she switched it up to 2 well-known meds, but have generics, which is great. So I ended up getting those for like $20, like for both. So at least that helps. But the side effects that I'm feeling now have been insane because I had to finish off my meds while taking the second med at the same time, like the new med. So it's like the side effects of both are hitting me, and then the one main one that I was on, I just stopped. Like instead of like dropping slowly down and easing it out, I just stopped it completely. So I've had like this lingering headache. Sometimes it gets really bad. My depression is almost out of control. Like it's bipolar, so it switches. But like all day, every day, it just switch. Like every 5 minutes, I'm like, oh. Like yesterday, I've been watching the show on Discovery Plus. Side note, Discovery Plus is amazing. You should get it. But I've been watching the show on Discovery Plus. I watched the whole, like, again, not working, applying for jobs on Indeed, like applying for jobs on websites. So like I literally sit there with the TV on and just apply. So I've been watching the show, and I watched the whole series. Like, I think it ended recently, so they have another season coming, but, and I cried when it was over. Like, that's how fast my mood has been changing. Like, I cried over a TV series. Like, what? And it's Kindred Spirits, by the way. Great show. Highly recommend it. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot happening with me. I'm hoping this job works out, which would be fantastic. Just wanted to give you a little update of what's happening, and kind of a side note of like, you know, depression or bipolar or just mental health in general is real. I know a lot of people don't deal with it, but they have loved ones that do, and they don't know how to work with them. Like, they don't know how to treat them or how to react or how not to get angry when the person's in that depression. And there's really not much you can do. Like, you can get angry, but that's only really going to affect you. So like, Sylkia knows when I'm depressed, when I'm at my lowest point, I can barely get out of bed, and getting out of bed and showering is like the biggest accomplishment I can make in a day. So it's gotten to the point now where if I'm really bad and Sylkia says, please do the dishes today, like, at some point today, that's all I ask you to do is do the dishes. I know in my heart that I have to do the dishes. Even if it takes me one dish at a time and I have to go sit back down, or like I don't do them till she gets home. But like, I know that it'll be disappointing to her if I don't do it. So that's the best tip I can give to people who don't know how to deal with somebody who's suffering or somebody who's struggling, is just to do one step at a time. Like, you kind of have to give them, you can give them tough love, but you also have to wait for, or expect kind of a battle back, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's hard to be on my end, but I can imagine how hard it is to be on the other end, like dealing with me, because I can barely deal with myself sometimes. So, if you have questions, I'm sure Sylkia would be happy to answer and tell you how she deals with it. That could actually be another video, like how she deals with marrying someone and living with someone with bipolar. So, yeah, I mean, that's about it. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'm sorry I made this video all about me, but I figured I'd update you guys just to give you kind of a heads up. Once this medication starts working, or at least we start increasing it to get where I need to be, hopefully I'll get better and back to my normal self. But for now, I'm just kind of like a hollowed shell of myself, which sucks because I hate being this person. And I can play it off really well, but I don't like to. So, peace out.
Hi.
Hey. Beach day. Cool day.
Cool day.
82, sunny, beautiful.
Right?
We were the only ones here for a while, but more people showed up. So it's all good.
But still social distancing. Everyone is like minding their own biz, you know. Disconnecting today because a lot has been happening, but you know what? That's why sometimes it's necessary to disconnect, take time for you, and take it one day at a time. So, haven't been to the pool in a while, but today is that day. Have a little bubbly as well, you know. I hope whoever the ambulance is going after right now is okay. Are going to, you know. Crazy times, crazy times. Hope everyone is good though.
They have a condo over in Rockland. They bought a condo over there, so they come down every so often. Geez, they down here right before the.
It's hot now, huh?
Launch.
We might have to go back in.
See the launch?
We went in for a little bit, and we came back out to enjoy the sun, but it's hot again, so we gotta go back in. Right, Boo? It's hot again, so we have to go back in. You gonna go home? Well, it's up to you. I don't care. That's true. It's a lot of people, you guys. Like 10 minutes ago, it was like empty, and we were in there. We owned the pool, but we live in a community where, like, we have a community pool. We don't have a pool behind our house, which is fine. But you know, because of right now, we want to be safe. I'm sorry. It's hot though. What you want to do, Boo?
Let's go.
You want to go?
Yeah, there's too many people.
Okay.
Like, we can go in one more time and then go. There's just so many old people.
I know.
And they've all been, like, vaccinated, so they're all, like, cloistering. So, I don't want to be here if they're all cloistering.
Okay, so
Because one lady said she hasn't been vaccinated yet, but the rest have.
oh, let's go. I can't. Join us on our golf cart ride.
We'll go the long way.
Okay.
Well, as long as the golf cart will take us, because it hasn't
We
been
haven't
charged.
charged it. Yeah. Whew. Guys, we had to get away from them.
It feels nice, though.
Oh, it does.